guys, Mermaid Nina here. Welcome back to my channel with another top 5 video. Top 5 about what, you might say? Well, about Disney World, of course. As you guys know, I recently got back from my family vacation at Disney World, and due to everything that's going on right now, you know, COVID, Disney had to make some changes that I found to be amazing, and some changes not so much. But we're keeping this video positive, so we are gonna go with Nina's top 5 changes that I kinda sorta hope stay. In fact, I 100% hope they stay because I loved them. So of course the first one above board is gonna be lower crowds. Who doesn't love less crowds? Who doesn't love less people? So if you consider Disney usually at 100%, especially over the holiday, spring break, any popular time to go, the fact that they've reduced capacity to whatever mystery number, 25%, 30% of people, is still way better than 100. So on certain days in certain parks, you can actually see this. You can actually see and feel less people. You definitely have less people bumping into you. You can see it in the lines. You can see it just all around walking. It's especially amazing when you go to take that iconic picture and you don't have as many people in the background. So obviously, Disney, I would love it if you would keep capacity down and keep those lines and crowds low. Of course, I realize Disney is a business and they might not be able to do that for much longer, but I'm gonna enjoy it while I can. Number 2 kind of goes with number 1, but the lines in general are much lower. Again, I know Hollywood Studios right now is the most crowded park. It is the busiest, the most popular. Of course, it has 2 brand new rides within it, so that's why it's busier. But in general, especially Monday through Thursday, in all the other parks, the rides are less, the lines are less. And it's great. You can get more done now than you could pre-COVID. So for me, that's a plus. Number 3, the cleaning. Disney has always been known for being a super clean park, but they've gone above and beyond, like crazy clean. So they've got hand washing little stations throughout the park. They've got hand sanitizer everywhere. Before and after every single ride, you can get some hand sanitizer. They are wiping tables at both quick service and table service beyond crazy. They are not just doing tabletops, they are doing chairs, they are doing all sorts of area and space around the table. Love that. At the hotels, they've been wrapping remotes in plastic, which is something I used to do anyway, so now I don't have to. And if you guys don't know, remote controls are one of the dirtiest things in a hotel room. So to know that mine was clean was fabulous. So they're pre-washing things like remotes and even the pump stations in the bathroom for shampoo and conditioner. And then they're putting plastic over them to let you know that they're clean, and a little sticker that actually says clean. It's absolutely amazing. Disney, if COVID goes away, I would love it if you would keep up these cleaning procedures. If you think about cold and flu season alone, I say we keep it clean. So Disney, really loving that one. Number 4, this might be a surprise to some people. I love the new parades. So in my next video, having no giant parades could be a minus for some people. It is not a minus for me. It is a plus. Giant parades that happen at certain times a day draw crowds. Because of this, we tend as a family to not do them unless I'm filming that parade that day. We tend to just walk right past them. People line up an hour ahead of time. They sit at the curb and they wait and they wait. And what toddler wants to wait for an hour to see a parade? Not to mention, once the parade starts, you got all that elbowing that kind of goes on and kids are trying to get pushed to the front, and it's just kind of awkward. I kind of am just over it. So I'm absolutely loving these new parades. They are little, they are quick, and they just happen. There is no rhyme or reason, there is no time. Just all of a sudden you're going about your business, you hear some crazy happy Disney music, and you look and you're like, oh my gosh, it's Mickey. Or one time it was Aladdin or Mary Poppins or Merida or Gaston or whoever. On top of that, and this is happening at all 4 parks, by the way, but I love what they're doing on Main Street. So right now the Walt Disney World Railroad is closed, which is kind of a negative, but they have characters lining up above all around the railroad station, the entrance, so that once you enter the park, if you turn around, there could be characters there. And they're not normal everyday like just Mickey and Minnie. There's some crazy obscure characters that kind of come out to play, which is great, especially during the holiday season right now. Certain characters you don't normally get to see unless you pay for that Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween ticket, or you pay for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas ticket. Without paying for those special tickets, you don't usually see these characters. So to have them in these impromptu parades that are just kind of happening, and you can always catch them. We saw several during our trip without even trying. This is amazing. So Disney, I would love it if you would keep the cavalcade parades around. My number 5 thing that I think Disney should keep doing is the social and physical distancing. Not so much the plexiglass everywhere, but I loved that people were being conscious of not being on top of you. I love that I did not get hit by a stroller or a scooter, or someone didn't like elbow me in line, or I didn't get, my backpack pulled on, or whatever happens in line. This did not happen because you had to stay at least 6 feet away. Absolutely loved the feeling that I'm just not going to be bothered. Maybe I'm someone who likes to live in my personal bubble. This was perfect for me. So if it was up to me, Disney would maintain some of that physical distancing. Maybe not at 6 feet, but I did enjoy it, not gonna lie. Disney, despite having all of their situations right now, I know they've gone through massive layoffs. Many of the resorts are not open. Some of the experiences are just not happening right now. Disney, 100%, even after you see my next video of the top 5 not so great things, was still 100% magical, despite wearing masks, despite having to physically distance, despite having all these other things that could be kind of a negative. It was still 100% Disney. The cast members were so happy. You could tell they were smiling underneath their masks. Many were waving. Many were very talkative. Absolutely loved it. And especially right now during the holidays, it is October. They are in full-blown Halloween season right now. So there is no shortage of Halloween treats. There are crazy obscure characters, not only happening in the cavalcades, but there can be seen throughout the park. There were several times where we would just see characters kind of up in a balcony, or when we saw Chip and Dale out in a river raft. You can also find characters at Magic Kingdom right now above the Walt Disney World Railroad, because that is currently not working due to Tron. But it was absolutely fabulous. And of course, the parks are still decorated for Halloween. Love that. So I will be headed there in a few weeks, and I cannot wait to experience the Halloween fall magic that is traditionally there at Magic Kingdom. And of course, in a few months, I will be there also for Christmas. So I will again get to experience Christmas at Disney World. I know Disney is gonna do it up right, and I cannot wait for it. So again, guys, I hope you enjoyed my list of my top 5 things that I hope Disney keeps around. I absolutely loved our trip. In fact, I'm going back. So of course I had a great time. But it just was, I don't know, it was nice that despite everything you heard in terms of this isn't happening and this isn't happening, that Disney was still Disney. I mean, it was still fabulous. And these sort of positive changes are just things that, I don't know, made my trip even better. Especially considering flu and cold season is coming up. To stay safe and clean, I am all about that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this top 5 video. I would absolutely love for you guys to subscribe. So if the subscribe button is red, please click it and turn it gray. Go ahead and hit that bell for notifications. Like this video and comment. I want to hear from you guys. If you went to Disney World, what's your top 5 list? I mean, what did I forget? What did you appreciate that I didn't mention? Maybe I didn't even think about it. I want to know. Comment, let me know. I love hearing from you guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Mahalo for watching. Nina, out.